Hi, I'm Muggs McConnell, and this is Snippets of Yoga Philosophy. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about mantra. What is mantra? And today we often hear quite a bit about, this is my mantra, and it's not related to yoga really at all. But mantras really come from the Vedas, the original and oldest Hindu texts that we know of. So I don't know, 5,000 BCE, before Common Era. And mantras come from there. We have some beautiful sacred mantras. And the word mantra is a Sanskrit word, and man represents manas, the mind, and tra represents protection. So mantra protects us from our mind. In yoga, we have two minds. We have what we call the lower monkey mind, which is always carrying on with this chatter. And some say around 60,000 thoughts a day go on in that monkey mind. And then there is the higher mind, which is that mind of wisdom and knowledge when we can tap into the higher knowledge of the divine. And so in some ways you can think of it as divine will. And how do we know what divine will is if we can't tap into it? So mantras help to protect us from our mind, our negativity, our busyness, all of that. If we really want to quieten the mind, then we will be able to tap into the higher mind. And along the way in my journey, I had someone who had described like the higher mind as a universal mind of knowledge and wisdom, where each one of us is like a funnel, with the funnel coming down and the top of the funnel all connected to the higher mind. And if every one of us is like that, well, up here we have this amazing higher mind, and then a funnel coming into each one of us. So the information is there. It's a matter of accessing it. And my teacher, Eric Schiffman, would say in meditation, get online with big mind. So when we connect our computer to the internet, we have this access to endless information, endless knowledge. So what he's talking about is to access knowledge of the divine. And so when we go into our meditation and we quieten the lower mind, then we can listen and access the higher mind of knowledge from the divine. So mantras, how does that come into it? Well, a mantra is repeated, either synchronized with your breath or repeated over and over. They are all divine phrases, every one of them. They're all beautiful divine phrases that will help you calm the mind. When you repeat a mantra, just like on a rosary, where Hail Mary, Mother of God, you are praising the divine and talking to the divine. Well, the mantra then, as it's repeated with mala beads, it will help you, or without mala beads, it will help you to tap into a quieter mind, to create space between all of those thoughts so that you can find room to listen to the higher mind. Some say that prayer is speaking to God and meditation is listening to God. And if our mind is busy chit-chatting, we can't hear a thing. It's like there's so much chatter in a crowd that you can't hear the speaker. So quietening the mind, even if you could reduce it by 10,000 thoughts a day, you would have more space between those thoughts in order to tap into the divine. So there are many, many different mantras, whether they're single words or simple phrases. There are mantras like Om or Soham or Aham Brahmasmi. These mantras, some are in my book, Letters from the Yoga Masters. You'll find a few mantras throughout the book. There are some in the glossary on page 289, a few beautiful mantras under the word Mahavakya, which are great sentences. Those are sacred mantras like Tat Tvam Asi, that thou art. Soham is I am that. I'm one with my source. So mantras, if you repeat them, either synchronized with your breath or using mala beads, then you have that ability to calm the mind, go into a quieter mind, and then be able to meditate with a greater success. So I hope that this has been helpful for you for understanding mantra and how it protects us from our mind, to quieten the mind, to stop some of that chit chatter so we can go into a quieter inner space and listen to the divine will. This is Max McConnell from South Okanagan Yoga Academy, and this is our Snippets of Yoga Philosophy. Om Shanti.